Hello children. So how are you all? Your Dipti ma'am has come back once again to her own pavilion. As I have told you that I am going to give you a line-to-line description about the play Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 1. So today I am here to explain to all of you about Act 1, Scene 1, okay, of the play Merchant of Venice, which is to be done very elaborately. So, if you have your book in front of you, please sit down with your book with a line-to-line description, which I'm going to give you right now. So, we start with Antonio's speech. Antonio says in the very first scene, Antonio says that, in sooth, okay, I know not why I am so sad. Now, before starting this scene, I would like to tell all of you, my children. Now, Antonio, at this very first stage of this scene, he is, his mood is melancholic mood. Okay. Now, children, what does the word melancholy means? That means he is in a very sad and depressed mood. And this sad and depression mood, okay, gives a question to the mind of his friends. And they ask him that why Antonio is feeling so sad. So Antonio says over here, in sooth, I know not why I am so sad. Now children, what does the word sooth means over here? The word sooth means truly. Now Antonio says to his friends, Salarino and Solanio, because these are the two friends, they question to Antonio that why he is feeling very sad. Antonio says that in sooth, I know not why I am so sad. That means truly, he does not know that why he is so depressed, why he is feeling so sad. He says that it wearies me, you say it wearies you. Now, what does it word means? What does this sentence means? This sentence means that this sort of melancholic mood, this sort of sadness is making him depressed. Okay? And he also knows that this depression is giving a question to the question, it is arising a sort of question to his friends also that why he is feeling so sad. That is why they are asking several times that Antonio, why are you feeling so sad? That means he doesn't know the depression, okay, that why he is so much depressed and what is giving him so much of trouble. So, but how I caught it or how I found it, okay. So, what stuff it is made of where it is born. So, Antonio is saying that, okay, to tell you very truly, I don't know how this depression came from and from where it came. This depression, this sort of depression in his mind, where is it coming from, okay, and how is it happening, that he doesn't know himself itself only, okay. And so, and such a want-pet sadness makes of me, okay, that I have much ado to know myself. So this depression is making him so dull. This sort of depression which he is having in his mind, it is making him so dull, okay, so he fails to know who actually he is. Now children, you have understood? This is the very first scene. It is starting with the Antonio speech. That Antonio is feeling very depressed. He doesn't know that why he is so depressed. And this depression is arising a question to in the minds of his friends, Salarino and Solanio. So this depression is giving him a lot of trouble. He knows himself that he is depressed. Okay. And his friends are also asking him that, Antonio, what is the cause of your depression? What is the cause of your sadness? Then similarly, we'll come to know several questions will be arising because of his sadness and depression. Now, second speech is given by Salarino. Salarino says that your mind is tossing on the ocean. Now, children, what does the word tossing means? Your mind is tossing at the ocean. Is tossing at the ocean means that his mind is at the sea. They are saying to Antonio that maybe your mind is tossing at the ocean. So it's tossing at the ocean. Okay, what is he pointing, Salarino, to Antonio? He's saying that maybe your mind is at the sea. Okay. So there were your argosies with portly sail. Okay. So what does the word argosies means over here? Argosies means the large merchant ships. So Antonio's business ventures, okay, and he is having his ships. They are sailing abroad. They are sailing to different parts. Okay. So they are saying, Salarino is saying to Antonio that your argosies with portly sail. So what does the word argosies means? The large merchant ships of Antonio. They are sailing very stately. So they are saying that maybe Antonio is depressed because of his large merchant ships. You know, so he's having large ventures, he's having large business enterprises. So Salarino says that maybe your mind is in your large merchant ships. Okay. So they are sailing like rich seigneurs and rich burghers on the flood. Okay. Now what does the word seigneurs means? The word seigneurs means over here gentleman. Your ships are sailing like the gentleman, like the seigneurs, okay? And rich burghers on the flood. They are sailing on the oceans, okay? They are sailing on the oceans very richly. He wants to mean to say to that to Antonio that your ships are sailing on the flood, okay? And or as it were the pageants of the sea. So your ships are decorated. They are decorated in a lovely procession. Your ships are decorated in a lovely procession. They are sailing on the sea. That is why you are so much disturbed. If something will happen to them, then what would be the condition of Antonio afterwards? That is it is their viewpoint. They want to say about Antonio. That might be Antonio is so much depressed because of his large merchant ships which are sailing stately on the sea. Okay, so do overpeer the petty traffickers. That means the large ships, they are passing in a magnificent procession. The larger ships which are sailing, okay, the wealthy merchant ships which are sailing, they are sailing in a very lovely processions, okay, and it looks as if they are ruling over the smaller ships. It shows that they are ruling over the smaller ships, okay. So that courtesy to them to do the reverence. That means the smaller ships, what are they doing? Now they are paying a mark of respect. They are bowing before the larger ships, okay. They are showing a mark of respect. They are paying a mark of respect. To whom are they paying a mark of respect? They are paying a mark of respect to the larger ships, okay? The larger ships which are sailing on the ocean as they are speeding past them. As they are speeding past them. How they are speeding past them? Now, they fly by them with their oven rings, okay? They are sailing with their canvas sails. The ships are sailing with their canvas sails, okay? That are appearing as wings. Now we go to the third speech as has been given by Solanio. Now children, most of your books, okay, you have that name as written as Solanio. It will be Solanio, okay. Now the third speech which is given by Solanio is said as thus, okay. He is saying, believe me sir, had I such venture forth. So Solanio means to say over here that he is saying that, believe me sir, if I would have such financial ventures in danger, such financial business in danger, if I would have that sort of financial ventures in danger, the better part of my affections would, that means the greater part of my thoughts, the best part of my thoughts, where would they lie? Where would they lie? Now, in the hopes abroad. Well, it is very true. I know why you are feeling so sad. Your cause of your sadness is very true. If I would be having the same business ventures, if I would be having the same business ventures as you are having, so my thoughts would be in the same way as you are thinking. Okay, so he is accepting the thoughts of Antonio. Solanio is accepting the thoughts of Antonio, that if I would be having such financial ventures in danger, the better part of my thoughts would be lying over there itself. Okay, so there is nothing false in your thinking, Antonio. The same thing what you are thinking, I would be thinking the same thing also. So this is what Solanio is saying to Antonio. Then he says that I would be still plucking the grass to know where sits the wind. So what would Solanio do? That he would be plucking the grass. He would be plucking, as if, what happens, when a person is in a state of thinking. Okay, so what does he do? He starts biting his lips. I hope all of you know this. When person thinks very deeply, he starts biting his lips, or he does something which is very it's very awkward, something he does, awkward state of thing. So, over here, Solanio says that I would be plucking the grass. That means what? That my thinking would be so deep that I will start plucking the grass, okay, and to throw it up to sea. Throw it up to see what? What would he be seeing? Now he would start to see, okay, where sits the wind, from which direction the wind is blowing. Okay, from which direction the wind is blowing. Okay, why is he thinking of the wind at this moment? Children, do you know this? He is thinking of the wind to know that if a storm or a wind blows at this time, then it would be hitting the ship. It would hit the ship, okay, and that will do a sort of destruction to the ship. That is why his first thought goes to the thinking of that which direction the wind would be blowing. Okay, so peering in maps for ports and piers and roads. Then what would he be doing? Now he would study the maps, the channels, about the harbors. Okay, people generally do that. When people are at sea, they are sailing for a long period of time. They keep all these things, and they time to time they all check about all these sorts of maps and all to know from which direction the wind is blowing, or to find out if there is any sort of danger that would hit the ship. So he is also thinking in the same way. He is saying that I would study the maps, I would study the ports and the harbors and the channels and everything. Okay, and every object that might make me fear. Please mark this line, children. And every object that might make me fear, okay, and he would consider everything. He would consider everything. What sort of thing he would consider? Okay, that the danger which might pose to the ship. And every sort of danger that might pose to the ship, okay, and this sort of thing is making Antonio sad. This is what Solanio is thinking about Antonio. So this sort of things would terribly make me sad. So if such things makes me sad, then these things can make you also sad. So this is the thought about Solanio, which he is thinking at this present moment because of Antonio's melancholic mood. So he says that if such thing would be happening with me, then the same thing is happening to you, and that is why you are feeling so melancholy and sad. Now children, I have already given you a description of Act 1, Scene 1, the 3 speech given by 3 characters. The first speech I have said about Antonio, the second speech I have given about Salarino, and the third speech I have given about Solanio. Now, today I don't want to extend my video much more. Please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, okay, and give like to my channel, okay, and so that I can, okay, next video I'll show you, next video not show you exactly, next video I'll start describing about the other characters also, stage by stage. Today I have given you a description. Today I have already explained to all of you the 3 characters explanations. You try to think, okay, you try to think what ma'am has said, what Dipti ma'am has said to you. You try to read properly. If there are any queries, if there are any sort of questions, please do comment, okay? I will start explaining you once more. There is no problem in explaining once more. I will definitely explain to you, my board students, not only my board students, even my class 9 students also, those who have already started with their course, the Merchant of Venice books. Okay, so please do refer properly, please study properly, line to line descriptions. If you have any queries, do question me. I will keep on explaining you. I don't have any problem. But at this moment, I don't want to extend my video much more. These 3 scenes, what I have explained you right now, please go through line by line description and study properly. Next day when I shoot my video, I will give you much more description. Once again, I tell you, my children, please subscribe my channel, like, share and comment. Thank you so much.